This is how one US Border Patrol officer received Haitian migrants crossing the Rio Grande, coming back with food to a camp they've set up in.
The fact is that despite that, he's still got a good chance of winning. Trudeau.
Is hoping to consolidate his leadership.
Of the news of a series of other protests across Tunisia.
Al Jazeera, Pontiac, Michigan.
Still ahead on Al Jazeera. The punch up before the fight. Canelo and Plant brawl in LA. That.
Before, but we won't speak too much more on that.
First big appointment. Norway's Victor Hovland overslept ahead of the official photo call. The European team say they're ready to take on a part.
Military liaison to North Africa on Al Jazeera.
Access to Afghanistan's background crew, where former inmates recount their torture and abuse at the hands of.
He escaped uninjured. His driver was hurt. Local television reporting that there were 19 bullet holes in their vehicle.
Spanish authorities are getting ready to evacuate more people as lava flows across the island of La Palma. 190 homes have been destroyed since the volcano erupted on Sunday. Okay, those are your headlines. News continues here after Al Jazeera World.
Writers who were well known in Europe and America could find peace and quiet on the Moroccan coast. They might be literary celebrities at home, but they were anonymous visitors in Tangier.
Dans ses rocs, à la fin de sa vie, il va plutôt choisir la hache à la rage.
Western Australia, indigenous communities are teaming up with scientists to create a new approach to marine conservation.
Government, the Prime Minister says he'll continue to lead the chaotic administration. The vote is a new blow to UN-backed peace efforts 3 months ahead of the election.
La confrontation, le dialogue extrêmement complexe et la justice, je choisis la mer. Entre la justice et la mer, donc la mer.
Beyond that, there are shadow factories that all the way down the Andes chain.
In Washington, we're not going to see it ourselves because we're told it's behind closed doors. That's, I think, so.
We have the Sovereignty Council, which is made up of 5 military members, 6 civilians from nominated by.
utiliser jusqu'à 1 tonne de métaux rares par éolienne.
The world's leading producer of rare metals, China extracts 70% of one mineral that is particularly prized by green tech manufacturers: graphite.
Queensland, Australia.
Yes, pharmaceutical activists like the ones you see behind me, some of them have been inside.
And hundreds of acres of forest and wetlands have been restored.
It's a long process. And for the last 10 years, we have registered a change from 50 bird species in the Delta, and 10 years after, we have more than 360 bird species.
Decades-long battle against US oil giant Chevron. Let's go live now to New York. Al Jazeera's Kristen Salumi is at a rally of Donziger's supporters there. What's the sentence?
So Donziger has been sentenced to 6 months in prison for contempt of court. And the treatment of Donziger at the hands of the legal system in the greater context of his efforts to bring justice for people. Accusation against him saying that contrary to what even the United Nations experts had claimed, that this sentence which was even stronger, she said, but a lot of disappointment. You can see the supporters gathered behind me. There were tears and a lot of dismay when the
Around 1,000 people have gathered in Baghdad to commemorate 2 years since anti-government protests began. They're also rallying days ahead of parliamentary elections. In 2019, hundreds were
19. They say that the government has to deliver on its promises. It has to implement reforms. They say they need improved that election because they say because the election is only going to reproduce the same old parties. They say the same old parties which they accuse of corruption are running for office. So they're calling on the
election posters and banners are on display on almost every major road across the country. Until now, the council has been mainly a consultative body made up of 45 members appointed by the country's ruler. But that's all changing. On Saturday, Qataris will elect 30 members to serve on the council, which will have the right to draft laws, approve or reject state budgets, question and even sack government ministers. Another 15 members will be appointed by the emir, meaning 2/3 of the Shura Council will be elected. Yusuf Al-Khatir is one of those vying for a seat. The former Qatari diplomat shows me around his home district of Al-Wakra and recalls the major transformation it's gone through since its dependence on pearl diving more than half a century ago. He tells me the upcoming elections will be majorly significant in shaping Qatar's identity.
Usually in Qatar we do things in our own way. It's a unique system that is not like the Western democracy, and it's not like
the society.
The excitement isn't limited to those contesting for a seat in the Shura Council. For Qataris over the age of 18, this
مجاهدین بدن و فایر میکردن و میزدن و اون زمون سر کو فایر میکردن برای ما به خاطر که ما زوم لنز کلام
Some of them are seen as outsiders, spent most of their life outside the country.
Let's have no illusions that, of course, they're going to. I think also there is a misapprehension here that is a responsibility that was particularly
cutting down ports. You've got to wonder whether this government oversight of things like that. Ministers.
About our rights and our security.
Did the CIA under pressure?
affairs of Afghanistan. They are not only violating their own commitments, but they are also violating international law.
Let's go live to how do you think should we remember?
It's a difficult question. A chance in a couple of
Might go in calling Apple or saying Apple has a monopoly.
No, I don't think so, actually. It's really all related to market definition. So the judge laid out a market definition was actually more...
It kind of gave a win to both sides, but more in favour of Apple.
Overall, I think it's pretty resounding defeat for Epic, really. The judge, I don't think, was that impressed by the arguments that it put forward, certainly around the idea of Apple having a monopoly. The one area that Apple was identified as being anti-competitive was in terms of its
The second fact, as I said, being a tribal society and having such a tribal, a very political, and I underline the political, powerful role and influence in, leading such first-time process, it might really affect somehow the...
States has surpassed 700,000 deaths from COVID-19. It remains the worst affected country, accounting for 15% of the 4.7 million fatalities worldwide. About 67% of eligible US adults are fully vaccinated, leaving 70 million who have still not received a shot, despite them being widely available free of charge.
That's not enough, because all of his predecessors have made. New studies have shown that these ranking reports always lead to evening, and essentially always lead to cronyism, if I'm getting it right. That I'm about to sign that ensures that the life of every unborn child who has a heartbeat will be saved from the ravages of abortion.
Facebook
Alright guys, if you have followed the video all the way up till now, thank you very much for watching. Another knife is done. What I need to do is the sheath for it, and this knife is a more classical looking Scandinavian traditional belt knife. So it's one piece of antler here, reindeer antler. No, it's moose antler. It's one piece of moose antler here. Then there is a single birch bark spacer, followed by curled birch, one piece, and then another single birch bark spacer here, and followed again by another piece from the same curled birch, not bark. I have oiled it, I think 2-3 layers. I will continue to oil it. The more it dries up, the more I will oil it. I think I usually do 5-6 layers. This was a much faster knife to make, because the previous one, the twisted antler knife with the stacked birch bark sheath, that was a very challenging one. Now I went back to basically common knife making. So this was a lot faster to do. Let me know what you think. The blade is 9.5 centimeters long. I don't know how much in inches that is. The ergonomics, as you can see, it tips a little towards the end, the front piece, and then it swells up here and then narrows again. The same for this way, and the grip is very, very nice, unbeatable, very, very nice. This is the last knife I have taken on order, and from now on I will just take my time and make knives, and they will be done when they are done, and I will put them up with each video. They will be for sale, and it's first come first served basis. I will also put them up on my Instagram, Handmade, at Handmade. and I will no longer take orders. This is my last order. From now on, I will just make knives when I want to make knives. But I will be making knives, that's for sure. I also want to make some other handcrafts like kuksas and other small items. I also want to make chef's knives, cooking knives. So I'm excited about that. Besides that, I'm also want to learn blacksmithing so that I also make my own blades, and in that way create a whole package. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the knife making, especially the blacksmithing also. I very much look forward to that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you like this this knife, and the owner of this knife, I also really hope that you like it. It's very nice. Very happy with it. Very happy with it. Alright guys, thanks for watching and see you on the next one.